Hey, it's Grips, and as always, thanks for joining me. So a viewer reached out to me and asked me if Corel VideoStudio could make lower thirds like this. As you can see, the ends are faded out. Now, unfortunately, if you don't have the plugin New Blue Titler Pro, which has a whole host of lower thirds, then realistically we have to customize our own within Corel VideoStudio, and I will show you how that is done. Alright, so here we are in Corel VideoStudio. I've got some footage here. I just wrote the word Grips World, and now I need to create a lower third. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the painting creator just over here. Okay, so first thing is we don't need the background of the video. We'll use this little icon here, click on it, and just go to the default background color, which should be white. And we're going to change the airbrush to a square. So basic shapes, click on it once, and just hit square like so. And now what we can do is create our lower third. First thing I need to do is, you see here steps. I don't want any separations in there. I want a clear solid line, and I realistically want this about 300. This is big enough. I'm going to hold down the shift key, left mouse button, and I'm just going to draw a lower third or a rectangular box right here. Now once I've done that, all I need to do is fade out the ends. How do I do that? Very simple. I'm going to use the brush tool or the eraser tool. Again, I'm going to make this quite large, and there's a few ways we could do this. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom out so I can get a better picture of what's really going on. So about here. Now there's a few ways we can do it. We can just click and drag and you'll see that it starts to fade. That's one way we can do it. Okay, now you can create the sensitivity. You can go really high, so just immediately it just erases everything, or you can bring it down really low and it just gently starts erasing things like so. Let's go back so we're not really confused. So we're just gonna either do this, fade them on the ends, but I can show you another way. What we can do as well is we got the squiggly line here and a straight line. I think I've just deleted my my square. Let's see if we can get that back. There you go. Control Y brings everything back. Alright, we're going to change it to the straight line. We can do the same thing. We're going to click it once, and you'll see that now, as I'm bringing it in, there's a black mark here. I'm going to bring it right to the end, and then click it again. I'm going to do the same thing here, right to the end, to the middle, and then click it again. So that's one way we can do it. So you can play around with whichever one you want. Let's just leave it at that. Once you have this, hit the snapshot. It'll come into your library and press OK. Now I've had my library at samples. You'll see it here at samples. We click and drag it here to the overlay track, and now we can bring this down. And now obviously it's not as good as the original one that we saw, but you can now see, if you play around with a bit of patience, we can definitely fade in the ends of your lower third. So if you got time, you can do way better than me, but here I am just showing you a quick way how to make a custom lower third. And as always, thanks for watching.